Get your goofies out. We have to get them out. Get them out of here.
Well, you're recording.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
It's right there.
Oh my god. That just means that it's ready to record. Hey everybody, and welcome back to D&D and D&D.
Daddies and daughters and Dungeons and Dragons.
I am Nick.
I am Zoe.
So on today's topic, we're going to be talking about the very first time we started playing Dungeons and Dragons. Do you remember when was the first time we ever played?
Is at White Camp.
Yeah, I had played before with my brother, actually, and a group of people, but I definitely thought that it would be something fun to do with you because it involves using your imagination and trying to be creative. So I really thought that it would be a good idea to play with you. And do you remember what happened or what we were doing?
Yes. I think it was one of lunch or breakfast. I don't think it's dinner. But we had a cabin that we had to walk to. So Mom and Sis, they walked to the cabin, but your back or your feet were hurting and my feet were hurting.
So we're like, we don't want to make a giant walk. Let's just stay here, enjoy the view. But then we definitely started getting bored.
We played mini golf. It was like super tiny.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're like, I'm done.
Yeah, definitely. We did not last that long with the mini golf or any of the other activities that were at the main place.
And then we just sit down, and then my dad was like begging me to play. I'm like, no. And then I finally played it.
Yeah.
Because I was so bored.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you were bored because now we play it all the time. Yeah. But I had this app. Do you remember the app on my phone? And it would like generate a random dungeon. So the very first time we sort of just did a theater of the mind where we just imagined everything happening. Mm-hmm. Do you think that helped, or was it later when we actually like got to sit down with like real pieces and stuff like that?
Imagination.
You did like the imagination better?
I still use my imagination.
Oh, well, for sure. Okay. Well, that's good to know because I never knew that. I was always kind of worried that like that was going to be something that you didn't like. But though that's good. So what was the part of playing the game that really was like, okay, I think this is actually pretty fun? Because I mean, obviously, I really had to convince you. Like you said, I was like, please, just do this for me. And so finally, you're like, yes. But then we played for a little bit. What do you think was the moment that was like, oh, okay, this is actually kind of neat?
It was time we beat that troll's butt. Beat
the troll? Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, I think there was a couple other, like, little things that happened, but then we had the troll was, like, our first challenge, right? And so that was like, oh, okay, this is actually kind of cool. Did it help that, like, I got, like, really gory? Because I'd be like, oh, you shot it in the arm and some blood came out. Like, do you think that helped, or was it just fun in general?
It was just fun in general.
Oh, okay.
In my mind, when we built the troll, I imagine the big, like, it's in a Mario game.
Okay.
And then we had to beat it. I think it was, I don't know. I think it was in a Mario game, but I'm not pretty sure.
Okay. Go on.
And then you have to beat it. I thought about it was like that.
No. Okay. That was not very helpful because I have no idea what you're talking about. Was it a boss?
Yes.
Okay, what was the boss like?
I had a big hammer.
Oh, okay.
Smash
it with a hammer. Okay. But you think that first like major battle that we had, that was the moment there you're like, okay, this is actually kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
And also the second part I really like is that I talked to a black cat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Instead of like fighting it or, making it go away, you actually talk to it. So, yeah, it was a very interesting way of doing it because I really just had to come up with stuff on the spot. And being a brand new dungeon master, I really had to like dig deep into my imagination, my theatrical skills and stuff. So it was really fun for me because doing it that way, like I wanted to be as descriptive as possible because I didn't want to just say, "Oh, you walked into a room and there was a troll. Yay." Like I tried to be as descriptive as possible, which was good practice for me, but then I felt like it also helped you use your imagination because if it would have just been, you walk into a room and yeah, there's a guy over here, what do you do, right? If it would have been as easy as that, I don't know, if you would have had as much fun, but using your imagination and having me tell the story in a certain way, I think definitely helped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And also, like, it's really cool with some people's imagination. Like, they have a really strong imagination. So, like, when someone's talking and they're like, D&D, like, they can use their really good imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, they can literally think that they're literally in the story.
Yeah.
It's really cool with lots of people.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. So, yeah, it happened in a weird spot. We're just, we didn't even have real dice, remember? We just had the dice on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go from one app, roll the dice, then go over to the other app. Where were we? So yeah, I mean, that was our very first time playing Dungeons and Dragons. So in the comments, it's your guys' turn. What was your favorite part about your first time? What happened? All that good stuff. So thank you for joining us on this episode of D&D and D&D. I was Nick.
I'm Zoe-Ann. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like, and comment down below, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.